are much more restrictive drone regulations on the way, rendering our current freedoms on drones under 250 grams a thing of the past, thanks to the so-called auditors that go around annoying people and flying in a generally anti-social manner. Let's talk about it. Now, before we begin, I would like to point out that I have no real strong feelings either way on these auditing videos. I have seen a great number of them on YouTube and even had auditors turn up at my place of work, okay, which certainly caused quite a stir. But that being said, I also do believe there are some positives that I will mention later on in the video. So rest assured that when I'm going to bring you my viewpoint on whether these auditing videos and auditors will cause the drone regulations to be tightened up, I'm going to do so from a hopefully very neutral viewpoint. Now, I am actually a moderator on some of the biggest Facebook drone groups, so I see this sort of topic being brought up on a daily basis as to whether the reckless flying and basically invading people's privacy of these so-called auditors is actually going to result in a tightening of the current freedoms we have come to expect from the sub 250 gram drone category. Now, there are many people that wholeheartedly believe that this will cause us problems and that these people are an absolute menace to the drone community, and there are other people that don't feel quite as strongly and believe that, general restrictions will be made based on safety reasons alone. Now, the reason for this video is a YouTube colleague of mine that I'm sure many of you will have heard of, DM Productions, literally made a video recently which has basically inspired me to make this video, where his video was leaning more towards the fact that drones will actually get either restricted or banned, or the fact that DJI may even cease making those mini drones due to a lack of demand. So I just wanted to bring you this video and my views to hopefully give you a slightly more balanced viewpoint either way. Now, if you have not seen an auditing video before, then I would suggest that, of course, you do go view one for this video to make a lot of sense. But what is an auditor? Well, an auditor is essentially a person that makes a video on YouTube. This is becoming incredibly popular these days, where what they will do is they will turn up to a property or a business, usually commercial, and then what they will do is they will announce their arrival to a member of staff, whether it be security or the site reception. They will have generally cameras on them, or they will be stood outside just filming with a camcorder, wait to get approached, and at that point, when they do have some sort of human interaction, they will then tell people that they're going to potentially take a drone, fly it over their site, which generally, if I'm perfectly honest with you, on account of the number of videos I have seen, gets people's backs up just a tad. This invariably results in some sort of negative interaction, some sort of argument. The business owner might come out and say, no, you're definitely not flying that drone. And then the auditor will say, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Sometimes these things really escalate. They can go either quite well, if you've got some company that's quite receptive. Most of the time it's negative, and other times we even see the auditor in handcuffs as the result of the police attending the scene. So certainly quite an interesting topic indeed. Now, of course, the benefits of having a drone under that 250 grams is quite important because they are much more relaxed regulations for this size of drone. We can generally fly pretty much where we want, unrestricted, apart from generally airports, prisons, and not over crowds, which of course are defined by a group of people that would not be able to move out the way as a result of the drone falling out of the sky. Apart from that, anything pretty much goes, so you can generally understand the disdain for people towards these auditors, generally believing that their reckless flying and antisocial behaviours will result in the CAA cracking down on these mini drones and essentially relegating them by taking away our freedoms and saying that we now have to fly them 50, 100 or even 150 metres away from a built up area, such as what we have to do with the bigger DJI drones, for example. However, the other edge of the sword is where we do get a few bad apples, such as these auditors that do try to provoke a reaction by flying over police stations, for example, which of course is something that I would never do. I see many of you basically say the same, the fact that, you would never do this sort of behaviour. So if restrictions did come in from those sorts of things, then of course you wouldn't even be affected because of course you don't do those silly manoeuvres. Similarly, I know many of if you, do again say that you would never fly over these commercial properties, you would never fly over businesses, and you would generally fly out in the open countryside. So once again, whilst I do hear your concerns, just to give it a bit of a balanced argument, even if these greater restrictions did come in, I hope they don't, but just in hindsight, you have to question, would you even be affected anyway, or are you potentially just worrying about nothing due to the fact that you have just the dislike for the type of content, rather than concentrating on, whether these will actually result in increased regulation or not to begin with. We have to also point out and recognise the fact that apart from a few bad apples that do look to break the rules, generally from what I've seen, these auditors are actually flying within the limits of the regulations and of course the drone laws that have been set out by the CAA. Essentially, they are flying in a manner, as much as it may annoy people and cause angst and upset, ultimately, they are carrying out a lawful activity and flying their drone in an area with which has been deemed safe based on its size and weight by the CAA. So we have to be very careful about not self-regulating ourselves and understand that just because we don't particularly like the content that these guys are creating, they are actually doing so within the limits of the law. Now, whether they are coming close to that limit on a moral level, I do fully understand, but ultimately, from what I see, they are not breaking any rules or regulations. Now, call me old school if you wish, because, I don't know, maybe I just have a slightly different viewpoint. You see, if I was in a situation where I didn't want to be on camera and I saw a man or a woman outside my business, or of course, just loitering on the street, clearly filming with a camera in their hand, and I did not want to be on camera, I wouldn't approach them. This is also one thing that I think people need to be held a bit more responsible. If I'm going up to somebody in a situation that I'm not comfortable with, I'm putting myself in that situation, then complaining that I am then on camera despite clearly being able to see that they are filming. I also, think that people have to take some sort of personal responsibility. Of course, I do understand that if somebody wants to leave the business to go on their dinner and go grab a sandwich or something like that, or generally leave work, they might not want to be captured on camera. I fully understand that. But of course, as you will be aware, we are captured on CCTV constantly. We are captured on people's Ring doorbells. We are captured on, people's dash cams. If we start restricting drone use around businesses on privacy concerns, or because people are getting a bit upset about it, where do we go from there? That's a very slippery slope. Do we start banning mobile phones being out? Can we stop recording? Do we not allow people with cameras? Do we say, no, you can't have that Ring doorbell, you can't have that dash cam because you're capturing people? At the end of the day, these auditors generally do not set out to film a particular person. They are thriving on the interaction. If you are watching this and you run a business and an auditor turns up at your premises, don't give them the interaction and then they're going to go away. They need that interaction for the video to be a video. And ultimately, if they do still take their drone up and fly, maybe just trust they're doing things correctly. You might not like it, but that doesn't mean that they cannot do it. Now, I don't want to sound too positive on the side of the auditor. I just want to give a balanced argument here. And especially, I also feel the same when we watch these auditing videos and the police turn up. At the end of the day, the police are there to uphold the law. They are not there for the feelings police. There is so much time and effort and resources being spent on the police turning up to investigate these auditing matters or these people that are obviously causing this disturbance, when ultimately, anybody within a business could simply walk back inside, investigate whether they're flying their drone correctly by reading the correct literature, educate themselves and simply leave them to it. We don't always have to be calling the police. Similarly, I think that the police could do a better job that when these companies are calling the police for concerns regarding these so-called auditors that turn up at their premises, that they could simply at call handler level sort of ask the right questions rather than just sending officers to the scene of the potential non-crime. I think it's an incredible waste of police resources. Yes, you could argue, of course, and quite rightly so, that if the auditor wasn't there, then the it wouldn't be an issue. There would be no police called. People would be just working. But ultimately, we have to understand that this is a type of content that is with us to stay, and quite frankly has been here before drones were even really sort of in the general public. Even if the CAA banned drones or banned where you could fly them, these auditing videos, guys, are not going to stop. They thrive on the interaction. As long as they're getting that interaction, it's going to continue. Okay, so basically, from my point of view, whilst I hear everybody's concerns, and I do generally understand why people will think that these negative interactions that you see with auditors might result in a tightening of restrictions, I can tell you that I do not even believe that to be the case. And when it comes to the review of the regulations, in actual fact, here in the UK, our current regulations actually end at the end of 2025, so they are actually up for review anyway. And if, as I fully suspect, if we go into 2026 adopting the C labels that was meant to come into place here in the UK but didn't, to match our EU counterparts, not only will you be able to fly sub 250 gram drones in a built up area, but also bigger drones such as the Air 3, the Air 3S, for example, will also be able to be flown in these sort of places with much more freedoms indeed. So just something for you to be aware of. Now, call me a cynic if you want, but with the fact that pretty much every drone operator requires an operator ID, to which the CAA now charge £12 for the pleasure, and generally every drone flyer requiring one, the CAA have actually found a way to monetize the boom in the drone industry and drone usage here in the UK, and providing further restrictions to that, especially in that more affordable mini-sized drone. I just don't really see the fact that they're going to do that, because that will result in cutting a newly found revenue stream. So in summary, whilst I understand all the arguments for and against these drone auditors, I do not personally believe that we are going to encounter any further restrictions on those smaller drones as a result of their flying. I think the majority of drone flyers are adhering to the law, and quite frankly, incidents are absolutely down to a minimum when you consider how many drone flyers have got their drones up in the air. And I think generally, let's pat ourselves on the back. I think most people are doing an absolutely fantastic job in keeping this fantastic hobby alive. Hopefully I've brought you this video in a nice balanced way with all sort of viewpoints taken into account. Ultimately, I think this is an absolutely fantastic hobby, and it's going to continue for much, much longer. So please do let me know what you think to everything I've said in this video in the comment section below. I'm always interested to hear your thoughts. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Most certainly fly safe, and see you again soon.